Our decision came after that, remember, as I recall, the San Diego State game. After that, we felt our offense needed try to go in a little different direction.
I didn't believe it at first, but about 5 minutes later, I got a really big smile and said, okay, this is the opportunity I need, just to go out there and play 4 quarters and to start getting live action and thrown at me in a full 4 quarters.
I thought it'd be fun to see Bradley get a shot just because he's so athletic and he's so hard to tackle.
That could really be scary for a team, if they, you got half the team wanting one guy and the other half wanting another. So I think we just said we don't care who it is, as long as they're being productive, and that goes for every position, but being the quarterback position is just magnified 1,000 times.
I didn't want to choose and pick sides. I was going to leave it up to our coaches, and I always felt like the best quarterback that the guy that produced the most in practice was going to play in the games, and so I always had confidence in our coaches, and I was at ease with that. I left it up to them to make the decision because I knew that whatever decision they made would be the best for our football team.
It was tough because I felt like I was a starter, but at the same time we had to make a change. I mean, the offense was struggling a little bit.
I should be given a chance. I should go out there and see what I can do because we're struggling. We need something. We need to do something, and I just wanted to go out there and play. I wanted to help my team anyway, and if they're going to call upon me, it's me. I didn't want to take the attitude of, I'm the one. They should have put me in along before and get that kind of attitude because that doesn't get me anywhere. Doesn't get anyone anywhere. So I just felt like I can lead the team and hopefully they'll call me, which they did, which is really nice.
Tonight, some dealing with spring snow.
Saw the snow and I couldn't believe it.
But many with a twister tragedy.
People had no chance to get to safety.
A tornado as wide as 2 football fields tearing through a small Colorado town. Many say with no warning.
There was no warning in Holly. The sirens did not go off.
Dozens of homes left damaged or destroyed.
And now the first death from a tornado in Colorado in nearly half a century.
All I could hear is my mom screaming on the phone.
Now the cleanup underway from the spring storm. New details emerging into the identity of the gunman at a Colorado school.
He was a loner and non-compliant with my rules and regulations.
His own father speaking out.
He wasn't the same as my other kids.
About the son he once knew.
New information on an innocent girl.
Her life was just taken away.
Gunned down at school.
She was always fun.
And a small community still trying to understand what went wrong.
I think I'm more angry right now than upset, actually.
John Mark Carr had been arrested in Bangkok, Thailand, and charged with the murder of John Benet Ramsey.
An old case.
There was a child was murdered here, and everyone seems to be forgetting that fact.
A major new development.
I'm not sure that any of us were actually prepared for the phone call, so it's been an emotional day.
An arrest tonight in the death of John Benet Ramsey.
Biggest criminal case probably in the history of Colorado. The most visible criminal case by far, I think, in the history of Colorado.
An American man held overseas after a reported confession.
I did not kill my daughter. I did not write the ransom note.
I regret that Patsy's not here to be able to speak to you herself.
And after 10 years, perhaps finally some vindication for a couple long suspected in their 6-year-old daughter's death.
We may be, and I say may be, one step closer to a final resolution of the case.
How well can we play? 1, 2, 3!
High atop Hughes Stadium, a sight only few get the chance to see. The Rams were also at the top of their game at this point, 4-0 in conference, 8-2 overall, already surpassing the 7 wins from 2001. With 2 more wins, the Rams would hold the Mountain West title for the 3rd time in the league's 4-year existence. Sunny San Diego would be the next stop, a homecoming for 37 California natives on Lubbock's roster. Many of the greatest Rams of all time are treasured here in the Former Athletes Lounge. Nearly 100 years of football tradition are showcased in this room. This year's team is on the brink of making their spot among the wall. For the 4th time in school history, the Rams had won 10 games. And if they could only find a way to win the remaining 2, this team would go down as the winningest squad among these Ram legends. The Rams lost in the Liberty Bowl to TCU already has the team hungry for next season. They'll be returning with 15 starters, 8 on offense and 7 on defense. Their schedule will include in-state rival CU, a new Pac-10 opponent in Cal, and conference road trips to Las Vegas and Provo, Utah. So be sure to watch CTV Sports Fest every Monday night from 8 to midnight for all the latest in Ram athletics.